Alright guys, so today we are finally going to be trying out Zeta Gundam 3. So this was a unit that was, you can kind of call it shadow drop into the standard pool. And obviously in global, I just have not, my luck has been pretty terrible as far as the daily summon. So I don't really think I'm going to be getting it anytime soon. But JP wise, we do have it, so that's why we are going to quickly showcase out this unit. So essentially this is a unit that is able to have absolute evasion whenever you are able to land critical hit. That is being on the skill 2. We can actually get one of that whenever we land a critical hit, then we have a chance. So you can stack that up to 5 times, and then on evasion you are also able to gain some beam damage as well. So that's why they kind of work intangibly in a way. And then transcendent skill increase accuracy, increase beam damage up to 36%, and also increase critical rate. That's why when you guys do take a look at this unit, the baseline for the critical values, they are actually pretty low because they don't want you to rack up a lot of critical attacks. That's going to be pretty bad because that means you are going to be able to always get that absolute evasion. And then on the EX skill wise, you are going to be getting a absolute hit for 8 seconds. So the only thing that is really hindering this unit right out of the bat is you're not getting the EX skill gauge restored by 50%. That is its biggest drawbacks because most of the unit, if you are talking about using it in an arena, for example, if this is where you want this unit to be intended to use, you're not going to have the ability to proctor the EX skill, get the absolute hit, and then you do all the shenanigans. So I feel like most likely this is going to be a unit that's maybe decent in co-ops. I'm not really sure because this is a unit like any of the other one that involves a lot of like you gotta hit this, then do that, then do this to be good. That's what this unit is. So on a skill 1, you do have a EX skill gauge recovery up by 64% for the first 30 seconds. So at least you have something in that department, but otherwise I don't think there's too much to write home about. I do not actually have the designated pilot, which is by Yui. She is actually pretty good because there are something within her kits that actually helps out the unit a little bit better. But as far as myself, I'm just going to be using Amro. He's just going to be a all-round pretty good pilot to use, especially for the purple, stacking up the rank sense, so pretty good, and also increasing the accuracy, so we can for sure just land those hit if it needed to be. And the rest of the team are just gonna be as follows, so nothing too out of the ordinary. And then we are just gonna be hopping into a mock battle to simulate how an actual arena match would be. Alright, let's kind of see how we would do. I think I'm just going to keep it in this formation actually. I think it should be fine. Alright, so targeting Cassie or not Penelope, I don't know, man. Is that even a good choice that we do? I don't know, man. Alright, let's just kind of see. Alright. If we can land some critical hits, that should be neat, right? God, is that a critical hit from Zeta 3? I can't really tell actually, and oh yeah, we got destroyed that bad. I don't know. We definitely did not land those critical hit then. All right, wow, that was actually pretty terrible. Holy cow, wow. Yeah, we didn't really do much. Yep, yeah, that's what happened when you land on the Penelope, man. You just can't do much. So yeah, I guess we can just kind of say Zeta 3 is probably not as good as it's intended to be, I feel like. Or maybe I think it's a setup, honestly. If I had more unit, we can definitely play around with the setup a little bit more, but that's probably the best I can do at the moment until I just get more unit. But I guess now we can kind of move over to the co-op aspect to see how in general content what this unit can do. Alright, our first destination, we are going to be taking on Xeon, so that should be a pretty good testing ground because this one is actually type advantage. I actually just swapped the pilot to Ken K because my Zeta heavy, or is it the Hyper Mega Launcher, needs a Umbro as well. So we took that out and let's kind of see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of interested to see how it'll perform just a PvE content wise. So I think we can do it kind of like a 2 times. Oh, before that, let me actually show off the EXQ. I forgot about that. We can skip this. Okay, so EXQ gauge does charge up maybe a tad faster than the rest of them. Besides the support type, obviously they just have a innately just better charging, maybe. Alright, just kind of skip that. So there you go. I would argue that Zeta 3 EXQ is actually pretty top notch. Like there are a lot of good scenes in here. Like I'm like wow, I cannot believe how good that EXQ animation is. It's definitely packing a lot. I'll definitely say maybe it's even better than some of the newer ones that we've been getting. So grab that. Alright, we just pop our second EXQ, so I think our damage should be racking up, maybe? No, I don't think so. Yeah, it's not really popping up as much as I wanted to. So that's kind of unfortunate, right? Yeah. What is it? Quibbly Mark II is doing as good as it's doing because of Banagher links, because of all the range sense that's feeding into it up to 300%. So obviously it's doing pretty good. But as far as Zeta 3, I think it's doing just so-so. It's not. It's definitely not anything particularly good, especially when you're not getting targeted. If you're not popping those absolute evasion, you're not really getting additional damage. So that's it's like a whole domino effect. So I think given how we are doing, I think it's all right. I'll give it like an average passing score, just average, nothing too out of the ordinary. So let's kind of see. Yeah, not too good right there. Falling like it's falling behind the rest of the other ones. That's crazy, man. That's pretty sad. And even the J Lowenko, I don't have the actual designated palette, so we are using, I believe it's the Formable Shiro, and even that unit is doing this good. So I don't know what to tell you guys. I honestly do not. So I think we can probably hop into one more co-op, and then we will see how we will do it there. Alright, for our last testing, we are just going to be hopping into the good old Double Zeta. So I think this time around, I'm just going to do this actually. Just going to see how things kind of go. For this one, the green unit are just going to be stumbling on this one. Oh boy. Oh, nope. Oh yeah. The green units, we have Zeta, the heavy mega launcher. Those are doing pretty exceptional on this one, having being effective to a armor unit. So that's kind of as expected right there. And oh, Zeta 3 holding on pretty nicely right there. Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah, I would just say this unit, there's not much to write home about, unfortunately. And we are testing pretty much every unit without any higher investment, no potential unleash or whatsoever, no transcendent skill. So everyone does have a fairly good, just a fair advantage, right? There's no one's doing better than the other. So we have that. Yes, it's kind of unfortunate, I guess. Yeah, for PvE is decent enough, but I would not really run this unit over some of the other ones that we have on the roster. And for arena wise, is not anything too good either. Is just not reliable. Let's just say that. This unit has a lot of good gimmicks that you can feed off to, but when you really need those perks to come on action, they don't really perform as intended to be, because there's a lot of clicking in place that needs to happen before the unit can actually shine. So that is ultimately where this unit is just gonna fall short on, I feel like. So there you guys have it. This is just gonna be the quick showcase for the Zeta Gundam 3. If you guys are able to pull it, you guys can definitely let us know in the comment section below. How is it for you guys? Is it roughly about the same kind of performance, or is it better? Definitely let us know that in the comment section below. But with that said, I'll be catching you guys all on the next one.